Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, welcome back. If you're new, a big warm welcome. I'm really pleased you could join me. And you're joining me for the fun bit. We're starting a brand new project. Well, I've got a couple on the go, of brand new projects. So I've thought I'll just get stuck in now. I want to do a bit of collage. I haven't done that for a while. So we're just going to jump right in and do it. I've prepared my page that I want. The journals I'm working on are half this size, so the pages before they're folded are going to be A5, so half of this. So I've done some colour with my own alcohol inks that I mix, and then some stenciling, and yeah, it'll be cut in half. This is going to be 2 pages. So this side are all prepped, and on this side I want to do some collage, and so I'm working this way up just so that I know how things are going to look on the page, but I'm not bothering to cut until the end, because then you get some nice sort of continuation going on from one page to the next. I find it easier to keep it whole before we go cutting anything. So I just want to fold and make a little mark so that I know where my halfway line is. I think I'm going to do a faint ruler line, pencil line rather, and right, let's see, it's not got to be straight, but yeah, roughly round about there. I know that that's my crossover, so I just know, the only reason I've done that is so I know where I want to position. I'm just marking it a bit darker, where I want to position things on the page so that we know how it's going to look. So I've gathered some bits and bobs. I don't want it too thick, so my thicker scrapbook pages I've not sorted out for this. I've found like the scrapbook pages that are thinner, wallpaper, which I love working with, and yeah, just some thinner little bits. And also, this is where, if you've bought any mini books, sorry, I'm struggling to pick it up, your little mini books, like your 6x6s, or these little tiny ones, they're just as thin really as normal copy paper that I work with. So this is where these come into their own, because you don't always get a lot of use out of these, but if you're like me and you see a bargain, you buy them. So yeah, I tend to use this type of thing mainly when I'm doing stuff with the kids, really, like the grandkids. But like I said, for something like this where we don't want a lot of thickness, where's that purple page gone? There it is. I think these type of things are perfect. So what have we got here? I don't want to go too babyish, which a lot of these are, like the unicorns and that. Oh, that's lovely. I really like that. And somewhere, I know I've got a marble set. I'm not going to go mad and tear out too many pages right now. Where is there it is, Marvellous Marbles, and so I think they'll be perfect. I'll pop this down for now and pull this a bit nearer so that I'm all ready to roll. I've got my book for my gluing. And oh yeah, a little heads up, right? I don't know whether it's because of Brexit or what, right? I used to buy Beacon 3-in-1, right? All the time, get 2 for £7 something. Amazon, it's saved as one of my button things that it's just on a continuous reorder near enough, you know, so I never run out. Since the day of Brexit, I ain't been able to get it on there. I don't know, it's just not been available. So what I had to order, still on Amazon, was Fabritac, which I know has got the exact same ingredients and works in the exact same way. But I'm just giving a little heads up now. I don't know if anyone else has found this. I've been working for 3-in-1 for a long time, right? So I'm used to it. See this? The other day I filmed, but when I went to edit it, I couldn't even upload it because I mentioned it while I was filming. I kept saying, oh, I think the smell of the glue is a lot stronger. It's making me feel a bit light-headed. Well, when I went to actually edit, rather, it was the ramblings of a much more crazy person than you know. I'm already crazy anyway. It was the ramblings of madness. Probably because the first time I was using it, the smell is untold times stronger, in my opinion, than the 3-in-1. So I'm going to be on the hunt for trying out new glues and things. So I've got a little Pritt stick with me. I've got some tacky glue with me. The gold coloured Arlene's tacky glue I have to get from my lady at the market, so I'll be popping down there one day this week to get that. And yeah, I'm just going to be trying out, because I love working with 3-in-1. It's my favourite. But here's the empty bottle, and I've checked the whole bottle over. Apart from the name, everything is exactly the same. But the smell, seriously, I got a bit high, so I will be using that, but sparingly, because, yeah, it made me feel a little bit weird. And, yeah, it's, it weren't funny. It really did start making me feel quite strange, and I didn't realise how much until I'd turned the camera off, gone and had a cup of coffee, sorted myself out, and then went to edit. Sounded like a raving lunatic. So yeah, little heads up, if I start going a bit crazy, it's the glue. Right, so I'm grabbing out all my sponges, getting the glues, I've started already, I ain't even opened it. Not the glues, the inks, getting them close at hand on the cart next to me where I can reach them and hopefully won't be knocking everything flying. This desk is already a bit crowded for me though, you know what I'm like. Right, I'll do my best. So, I'll move that back. We'll move this here and yeah, get cracking, start inking up. So, how are you all? I do hope you're all keeping well, and I do hope that no one is poorly, because this worldwide coronavirus scary thing going on at the moment, it's all a bit scary, isn't it, and frightening. So I do hope that no one at all is poorly, or that no one has got a family member poorly or anything, because yeah, it's a bit alarming, isn't it? So yeah, I do worry for everybody, because obviously no one likes to be ill at the best of times, but then when there's something new on the loose that sounds a bit scary, it's all the more worrying, isn't it? So yeah, I hope you're all taking good care of yourself and not feeling under the weather at all, and being very, very careful. I think that's the main thing. Everyone's got to be really careful, haven't they? And that, especially like when you're out and about in public. Well, I don't want to be as enormous as this. That looks better. And so yeah, I thought I'd do a little bit of collage on the back of here, and then that's 2 pages for the journals that I'm working on. And yeah, I just don't, I'm going to try and get by with just using my glue stick and the other glue as much as I can. Sometimes though, when you layer in and that, you might need something a bit stronger here and there. So I'm just going to pull that down a bit so I can see the upper line, so that I'm not going anywhere. Right, that I don't want to go. And yeah, I want to keep it nice and thin. Actually, where's the bit I tore that off? I could do a bit at the bottom as well. I do like that colour change. I think it looks really nice. So, right, let's try and get a bit of ink on this thin edge. And so, yeah, I hope you're all fine. I'm all alright and that. Worrying about Jamie because he has to get on such packed trains in the morning. He sort of drives halfway to work, and then because the congestion charge in central London, he jumps on the underground for the rest of the journey, and yeah, it gets packed. When I used to still work in the city, oh, that was the worst part of my day, was the train journey into like the centre of the city, and I didn't have to go many stops, but it was the worst part of my day because you're just crammed in like sardines. So yeah, my anxiety and paranoia, I'm like, take your anti-bac with you, make sure when you're getting on and off the train, your anti-bac straight away, don't light a cigarette before you've done that because you might have germs on your hands. He's like, alright, calm down, I do have to go with my workmates. So I said, well, if they're not being careful, that's up to them or their other halves. I just keep telling him, like, you ain't got to feel silly that you got an anti-bac before you do anything else, especially if you've been touching like the bits that everyone holds on and that. They're like a harbinger for germs, aren't they? So yeah, I'll just keep telling it to be extra careful. But yeah, it's a worrying time, isn't it? But yeah, I'm going to change subject because it is worrying, and I like to have a little bit of fun, not not scare everyone. So yeah, enough about that. But yeah, if anyone is poorly with that, I'll just say before I shut up about it, you're in my thoughts and prayers and that. And yeah, I hope that anyone who is poorly is on the mend again very soon. Right, so that, I love this paper. I'm starting to run low, so I'm going to have to go and get a little bit, but I'll just go and get a little free sample every now and again, like a little strip, because when you're doing things like this, it goes such a long way, and it is really lovely, I think. Oh, so yeah, I was a bit devastated because I filmed like a whole, I'll push that off and I'll cut that edge. I filmed a whole big long thing, and I was making a faux front envelope, like one that I've done before when I first watched Gal Gostinelli do them, and then I did one. And so yeah, I made this envelope. That's the normal front that I just covered, and then this is the faux front, and I made like a flap as well, and there's pocket here, and all of that. I've done all of this on camera, but I couldn't use the film really. I sounded ill. It was really weird, and that sounded proper as if I was drunk or something. And I don't drink alcohol because of the amount of medication I'm on, but yeah, I did sound when I went back to edit as if I'd been on the gin. So yeah, that's not a good video at all, when even I couldn't understand myself towards the end of it a bit. I was a bit slurry, and my thoughts, even though now sometimes my active mental brain jumps from one thing to the next, but yeah, if with getting like breathing in, the stronger formula that it must be. Whoa, I don't know if it was just mine, just this one, but yeah, I made absolutely no sense at all, and I thought, oh, I can't put that upon you because yeah, it was a bit of a nightmare. I think I'm going to put this bit down here. I really like that. I might put something here first because I'm going around the outside, working my way in. No, let's see. I like this. Let's get rid of that bit, the excess white. And if I come down that way, that might fit there nicely with, yeah, I don't need half as much as that. So I could have that like that, and then that just overlaps it a bit. Yeah, I can lose a little bit more because, like I said, I don't want too much thickness because it will be, or they will be, pages in the journals that I'm working on. So that bottom bit I'll have to trim. I could straighten it up now. Yeah, that's it. Right. Oh, no, I don't want to use that one, do I? I keep forgetting it's so natural for me to grab my 3-in-1, but maybe I shouldn't use it so much. Because, yeah, if something is so strong that it has actually had an effect on you, it's not advisable, is it, to use it in such large quantities as I normally do. Like I said, I normally order 2 at a time of the other one, and maybe it's just because I'm used to it or that, I don't know, but I would have thought, seeing as this seems to be pretty much 99% the same as the other one, it shouldn't really have had an effect on me. Maybe it, I don't know, maybe it was a combination of tiredness and using that or something. I'm not sure, but what I am sure of is, yeah, it was a little bit weird. So I just thought I'll have to discard that video. All that effort and time has like sort of been wasted really, but yeah, what can you do? Oh, I'll just push that, that's it. So it's right flush at the edge. And oh, let's see what I want now. Oh look, I can't get that from being stuck to me. I'm trying to put it in my little desk bin. Oh, I think a bit of this might be nice. Let's tear off a strip, because I want a piece here and then I want a bit up the top there. And so yeah, I thought I would have a video all ready to upload when I came home from Jamie's. But yeah, because I've spent the weekend there, but unfortunately I haven't, so now I'm going to be playing catch up a little bit so that I don't get behind. But these things happen, don't they? It's happened before where I've filmed something and then gone to upload it and it all corrupted and that. These things happen. So yeah, it's no biggie. Right, that bit there I do like. But I think, because obviously that faint line that I've done, or not so faint one now, will end up being covered. So I think what I'll do is, oh look, it's not sticking down. I'll try this glue for the thicker pieces. Right. Hopefully that will do the trick. And yeah, as I was saying, I think what I'll do, if I can pretty much keep that there, I'll just put the little bit of washi to remind me where the middle was roughly. So I'm ending up with loads of different glue tops and glue bottles and we'll see how we go. Right, I wanted a piece up in this corner, so I think I'll use a bit of this again, because that bit will be mainly on this sheet. And I do like these marble papers, but yeah, because of the size, I've rarely used them at all. And I know I've just moved that, and I've got to try and keep it roughly. I can keep putting it back, can't I? Until I end up covering all the pencil marks. It don't really matter, does it? I'll remove that bit in a minute. Right. Because, yeah, seeing the top and getting the edges flush, I do need it a little bit nearer to me. So maybe I should get the top done, and then I won't have to keep pulling it about when I carry on. I think that is my plan. So we want a bit for in here. Maybe something like that. Also, I'm forgetting, I have got book page and sheet music and that, so I could do some stenciling on this and then use pieces of that. I think that'd be a good idea. I will get this bit just done up here. No, I won't. Right, if I'm having that with that over the top, let's see where I'd have to place it. There, but I'll have to lose that straight edge. And then I'll get that placed first. And then I'll mess about with the sheet music after I've positioned both of these top pieces. Right, so that is that one, and I need a bit of ink around this one. I'll use this darker blue, and oh, that should be fine. Right, so glue stick, where have you gone? Oh, here it is. Rolled away. Right, so if I'm having that there, this has got to be coming out there. Right, so oh! I just thought I'll mark it so it'll be quicker to place. Like that. And that will sit like that nicely. Yep. And then we've got our top straight edge done, which was the bit where I've got to keep pulling it about so much because it's the piece furthest from me. And that is our middle. Oh, did you hear my knuckles crack then? I was wiping a bit of glue off and my knuckles all cracked. I ain't done that. I used to have a habit of doing that when I was a kid. I don't know if other people were like that, but yeah, I had a habit of doing that. I was always getting told off. Place that there. And yeah, I like doing pages like this every now and again, just to use to cut up as tags, But yes, just do a whole A4 page, and then you've got all your tags. You've just got to cut them all out, and so you end up with loads of ready-made tags as soon as you've finished your collage. But yeah, I ain't done one for ages. But yeah, I think I'll do a little bit of stenciling on here, and then we'll be able to use this plain page. Right. Oh. Now, what did I just have? And this one, most of them still got ink on from when I just used them. I might need a little bit more of that one. And yeah, I just want to get a nice lot of colour on. Right, I think the light blue now. And I've got to get up to town this week so that I can get some more supplies. These are starting to sort of disintegrate, and I end up with like little bits and bobs dotted about that shouldn't be there. So I've got to get some more of these. I need to get a box because the journal that I just finished, that is about to go to its new home, I've gonna do, it's gonna have a matching box. So I've got to go into town and just pick up like a paper mache shell for me to get cracking and do something on. So I'm going to get my sewing machine out and maybe make a hippie flower like what Ruby made for me, and I've made one before for nice big fabric cover that I did before. I can't remember the name of the journal now. I used Amy's kit called Golden Dioro, that one, and Aurelia, that was it, because I looked up the word for golden in a different language and I come up with all different ones, and my favourite was Aurelia, so that is what I called that journal. And my lovely friend Kathleen has that journal now, and on that one I made a hippie flower inspired by Ruby's ones, and yeah, it came out really lovely. So I want to make one of those for the top of the box, so it would be similar to my box that I did for myself the other day that I showed you, but I didn't do that on camera. So I might do this box on camera, I'm not sure. But right, let's see. I can come right like that. And right, I should have grabbed the ink and the other dobber before I started colouring, but it's fine. I managed to keep it in place. And I love these stencils. These as well was recommended to me by my lovely friend Kathleen, and yeah, they get so much use. I'm always using them. Look how pretty that looks. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Right, and let's get the lids on some of these before I get myself in a right pickle. I think I'll use the other one down here, going right up to the edge of that one. And right, I can even overlap. We'll take it up higher and I'll overlap. And right, let's think what colours. Right, I could start with this blue, and then maybe maybe green. Right, and just trying to blend them in, and then gently pushing the colour outwards so that it will just easily blend into the next one. So I want a bit of yellow. And that, can you see with that one I've zigzagged in and out of the green, and then orange overlapping. Right, oh, that, I'm really pleased with how that's come out. Right, now let's tidy up this bad boy of a desk, because I've got stuff everywhere. Right, oh, let's get that out the way. They can be cleaned when I finish. I'll just move all them because, as you know, or you might not know, I do struggle if there's too much mess on my desk. Right, and I'm just going to give this a little wipe as well. Right, I wasn't just being, well, I was being a bit like sort of fussy, but I didn't want this side to get ruined with all the ink if I'm moving the paper on this side, because yeah, I don't want to ruin all the hard work that I did earlier. So let's move that. Right. Oh, and I'm going to need my ruler, my tear ruler. There it is. I knew I had got it out. And this lovely sheet music now. I've got a nice torn edge at the top and the side already. Let's see before I tear it where I want to place it. I need a torn edge down here, and I'll do the bottom and all, and then it can all be used, just being nipped off as I go. I do like that there. Right, I'm gonna tear that and put that with the other bits, and I don't really want the straight edge of the ruler, but I was just helping it, like, or getting it to help me to get that to have like a smoother tear than if I went like that all the way, because then I tend to get the print, like the shape of my nail, and I've said it before, it ends up looking like a rat or a dog has chewed it off instead of me me tearing nicely. Right, I'm going to lose this piece so that we can still see this lovely piece of paper down here, and that can go there if I ink around the edges, and I might just go overlapping a little bit, and then at the end I can flip over and trim where I need a little trim. So we get those there. Oh, everything just moved. And then I'll tear off another piece, and we'll, like quite a large bit, and we'll use another large bit on the top half, which is going to be a separate page in it. So that's us there. And I don't want to lose too much of that. Right, no, I'm going to patch this in, and then I can use a nicer piece where you're seeing that sunburst of a pattern or even this one coming from the bottom. Yeah, that might be a plan, because then that can go over both pieces, and then I'll remember that that line is my middle, and so I can keep planning my decorating. Right, so the bottom music line is my middle. That's where I'm gonna put it. Yeah, that's a great idea for me, because I do forget these things. As soon as it's covered up, I could forget exactly where it is, and I'm gonna have to be picking it up, folding it, and just seeing. So I might as well give myself a little bit of help. Right, we'll get that there. And then part of this will be on this sheet, and part will be up here, which is cool, because then we get the lovely colours. And let's see, I can get rid of that now because I don't need it. Right, we want, oh, that might fit lovely in there. And then I've got a little plan for this afterwards, with post-it notes, and I'll show you what it is in a bit. We've just got to get all this covered up, because I do want space to write, and I've got some nice little sticky notes that I forgot I had, and I thought they'll be perfect as little journaling spots, because they're not your average post-it note. I know I use a lot these little unicorn ones, and so I completely forgot. I will show you now because I'm talking about it. I completely forgot that I had these, and so I bought them ages ago. Can't even remember where. It might have been Pound Shop or somewhere like that. And yeah, you get the big one, and then these size. These I do use to save pages and that, whereas these ones I always think, oh, they're too nice to use just to save a page or a picture or something. And so I've still got quite a lot of them, so I thought they'll be lovely little journaling spots, so that's what I'm going to use them for. Right, we'll put that to one side, and let's grab this, because I've got some little bits and bobs. We've got another bit of that might look nice. Around about there. I'll get rid of that white bit. And oh, that's the orange. I think that's the orange one, yeah. These ones aren't too bad, but even these are starting to get that little bit of wear in the middle, so I'm going to have to go out and buy some. Right, I've got a bit of avocado dried paper. I've got that other bit of that. I think we was going to have that there, weren't we? Yeah, because I just turned the camera off a sec to talk to one of my boys. And let's see. Like that, might look nice. And I've got this, I might tear it in half, and that pointy bit could be ideal, although I don't want to cover too much of that, so I'll lose that bit. Let's see, that I prefer. Although I don't like that shape at the end, it looked a bit like a pig snout. Look, just see what I mean when I tear with my nails. Sometimes it just, look, this is getting smaller and smaller. It'll end up like a pinhead. Oh, I suppose it's better to be a pinhead than a pighead, like, because that's what it reminded me of. It still does a little bit. Oh no, what have I done? Yeah, we'll go that way up, and then it won't be a pig head. Oh, my silly brain. Oh, right there, and this bit might fit in there nicely if I cut or tear a little bit out of here, a bit yeah, that's a better shape, I think, and then you can still see a fair bit of that, because I do love that, and I love the feel as well. But Denise's avocado dyed paper is, oh look, I've got print on it. Right, this is got too much glue on now. I'll pop that to one side. I will be able to use it in a minute. I won't be able to use this bit though. Right, ew, I'll have to find us another bit. That's a bit of my alcohol ink dyed paper. I like that edge though, so I don't want to lose that. This will be used for something else, because I like the coloration of the pink going into the lilac there. And so that's my alcohol ink paper. So, let's see. Well, I've got to have another bit of avocado dyed in this big pile. Ah, yeah, I knew I would have. And, oh, and even better, this is a bit of avocado, I can't say it now, avocado dyed graph paper. What happens there when all of a sudden I lost the power of saying avocado? It's not like I've ever had trouble with that before. How weird was that? And I ain't even opened this glue. So yeah, I can't blame that today. It's all me, loves. Oh, do you have days like that sometimes, where you go to say things and your mouth just ain't working properly? Which is a rare one for me, because I don't shut up normally. But yeah, you know, you have them days where everything comes out back to front and and not as it should. Right, oh, I like that bit there. I've got that bit lifting. I think with the thicker pieces, I should use this probably rather than just the glue stick. They're alright for these nice thin bits. Oh. Right, and I'm not going to use that whole bit. Just a little bit, and this bit seems to have thrown itself on my desk from somewhere, so I always take that as a sign, don't I? If a charm pops out while I'm rummaging, or things like that that have just, it's already torn and everything, look at that, and it's got a bit of pattern on it as well. So yeah, that was clearly meant to be on here, so that will definitely be going somewhere. Right, this bit can go there. Oh, we wanted a bit up here though, didn't we? Yeah, I'll put that bit there. And, oh, yeah, there. So we can still see and feel our lovely textured wallpaper there. That's gorgeous. And this bit of graph paper could go there like that. Oh, right, no, what I'm doing, I'm undecided on what way, that way, I think. Oh, it's just moved. Right. And yes, it's got to remember when I'm not using something like this, I think you do have to be a lot firmer, don't you, as you press down. Now this has got pink on, and so just to mix it up a bit, I'm going to go around the edge with blue. And I know it's already, it looks like something stenciled onto there, but I think I'm going to put a bit more colour in the middle because it's quite plain. So just quickly, I'll just grab the one that I've already been using and just a quick splodge. Oh, and look at that now. So it's got the other pattern underneath, and I think that looks lovely, but it can't be too near to that bit. Here, oh well, yeah, I like that, or there, and then I'd only need a tiny bit of something there. Yeah, I think I want that quite central because of the pattern in the middle. Oh, so yeah, I'm starting a couple new journals this week, which is fun. I always like to the start of something new. And what else am I starting? I've got a box that I need to work on, but I haven't bought the box yet, so I'm just going to buy a paper mache base box, and or if I can't find the size that I need, I do know somewhere where they sell wooden boxes, and they're both around the same kind of price, to be honest, even though because one's a really lightweight wood, like balsa wood sort of lightness. So yeah, I could either get one of them or a paper mache base one. It just depends on the size, is really what's going to be the decider, is where I can find the perfect size. So this, before I stick it down, it's embossed, and it's just a little thing that I embossed as a card, but then I wasn't happy with it, so I did keep the big piece, and it's nearly all been used now. But I do have, oh no, I've got cotton. You see, it was an embossed card that I was making, and then changed my mind. So yeah, I think that's nice, like to use little bits of that, because then you've got texture that is completely different, like the same with like the wallpaper and that, and this lovely shiny one in rose gold. So we're getting there, loves. I want a sliver of something there. I haven't used any of this yet, and something like that will be perfect. Where is this? It's darker blue, and we'll soon be almost there with ready to move on to the next bit. So not long, and yeah, I think once I've done this page, my next video will probably be working on some ephemera to go in that big faux front envelope that I showed you. I might make a small one as well and do that on camera, because I've done the great big one that I showed you on camera, but yeah, messed it up. But oh, I've just seen I've got a bit of this here. That could go lovely there. It's more difficult to tear though, isn't it, when it's this thicker card. I was trying not to use any that's too thick, but oh, that is pretty. If I could get the tear along like that, that's it. So I've got that shape in there, that's lovely. Oh, I could have done it a bit wider. I might save this bit down here and try the same thing, but get in a bit of a wider shape. Like that. That's perfect. Oh. So I'll use the thicker glue. Oh, but not before I've inked. And oh, I've got a straight edge there. I don't want that. I do love these papers. They are gorgeous. But yeah, I didn't want to use too many in this project because they make fabulous tags and things. But this is going to be pages in the journals. So I thought I'd better try and keep a lot of it thin, which we have done, haven't we? We haven't done bad. Right, so this one's going to be down here now. and that one is gonna fit in there. Lovely, I love it. Right, yeah, it's got to go back there. I'll use this blue, oh, if it wants to come out, and I'm sure that'll be fine. Yeah, that's it. Oh, that's lovely. Try and make sure it sticks. And the same with this little bit. And then we're properly on the home straight. Right. Sorry, I'm right over there for this edge. I don't know if you could see me at all. So we've just got a little bit to cover here and this little shape here. So let's grab me little paper pads a second and see what we've... Oh, look at that. That is lovely. I think I'll use a piece of that. Oh, I kind of like that. That might be enough. Right, I've got vertical lines there, so I want these lines horizontal. So, oh, that didn't go like I planned it. Right, that's it. Right, I'm gonna try and get a little bit that fits really nicely, like that, but I think taking it a bit more in there, so I've got more of a point. Like that. No, that. Oh, I could come there with that. Yeah, and then I've just got to get something for that shape. Right. Yeah, let's get some ink on there. Oh. And we've got our stripes with our little pretty pink flowers going right in. Actually, I'm going to cut off the point, tear off the point, so that I don't hide too much of that, and then we're still getting that bit there. That's perfect. Right. Like that. Oh, yeah, that's it. And let's see. This is gorgeous, really beautiful. This was gifted to me. I'm not sure whether I want to use it yet or not, or whether I should save that for tags, because it's so lovely. Those blue poppies. I could use a bit of this in here. And oh, we're getting there. We've only got a couple more bits to lay down, I believe. Yeah, that's perfect for there. In you go. Right, lovely. Oh, right, and we're almost there. A bit here and a little strip going across the top of that bit. Right, I found this lovely yellow, and I think that would be a nice piece in both of these places. So this one is pretty much a straightforward strip, and It's a little bit of a trickier shape up there, but nothing we can't handle, is it, loves? We know that we can get a bit that's right in the end, even if you're like me and you tear it smaller and smaller and smaller until you've hardly got nothing left. But I'm sure we'll be fine. Actually, that bit is too big. I'm saying about things being too small. Right. Now, that's fine, but then I've got a bit of white there, so I need a teeny tiny bit of something else, which is right here. And we'll pop that there. And it's really super thin, this paper. So we'll pop that in there. And then we'll get our lovely yellow. And pop that in there. Yeah, I like that. That's the whole bottom half complete, because we remember from the bottom down. And then this bit up here, this is our tricky shape. So I might do 2 pieces of something like I've just done down here. Let's see, that piece will be fine in there. And yeah, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's not plain yellow, it's got splashes of colour like this, but very faint on there in pink and blue, which is perfect. Because it's sort of, it takes your theme. Hang on, I've got a bit of gluey paper on there that I don't want. It takes like sort of the same flow, don't it? And that's way too much glue. What was you thinking? Right. Ooh. Up there like that. Oh, and look, and I've got a splodge of glue there. Good job it dries clear, isn't it? It's like I'm painting the wallpaper with it. Painting the wallpaper? No, see? I don't know what's the matter with me at the minute. I can't blame that glue. It's just me funny head, I suppose, at the moment. Coming out with things that are ridiculous. Oh, I could use a little bit of this paper that I got from Amy. Right, and I'll pop those larger torn bits in there. And the scraggly bits over there. Although I've got pink there and pink there, I think I want something different colour. And, oh sorry, I'm just rummaging. Right, actually, I'm not going to stick nothing there because it's going to have something covering it anyway in a minute, because this is our line. So I think I'm just going to give us a bit of a trim up the edge. Oh, I think that was the only bit, and I'm going to cut it down, and so that now we're going to be working with 2 separate pieces. Right, I've grabbed my paper trimmer, and luckily I know exactly where I need to go, don't I, because I've been using it as a guide. So it's not going to be 100% straight the way that I've put it on, but that was on purpose. And so now we've got our 2 pieces for our journal, and yeah, like I said, they're not perfect, but they don't have to all be the same size. This needs a bit of a trim, but I'll do that after, because around the edges I just think it needs bits taken off. So final bits I wanted to do for these pages. This side is going to be fine to journal on the whole bit. There's something there, a bit of glue. So it's why I don't like working with any other glue, because as well, where this is that wet glue, this bit is a little bit wet. It'll dry out. I've got another bit there, but yeah, I need to find something that's just like this, maybe not as strong, or I might just next time give it a go with that, because at the end of the day it might have just been where I was tired, this, that and the other. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes my medication makes me drowsier than others. So what I thought might be nice is, I will do it. No, I'll do this bit first. Taking these little post-it notes to have as little journaling spots on my collage. So I want a little red dobber, and I'll just find my little red ink. Right. And I just want to get rid of the white edge, because these are so pretty. I'll never use them, and it came to me, why aren't you using them for that? They're perfect. Right, I'll just get rid of this wet page, and I'm going to use this glue because I know where I am with it. It's only for the little home straight that we're on now. Right. And so I think I'd like that somewhere like that. Oh, in a little bit more. Right. And so then when it's in the book it'll be like that, and I've got to put a bit of this stronger glue down here, right, for that piece there of our collage. And then over this side, maybe the lilac piece further down though, so I don't lose that bit there, although I will end up losing that bit there. And seeing as it is the embossed bit, I think I'm going to take it off, because I want a space, this little space that can be written on. Oh sorry, that was just my ruler. Oh, and I've gone where the glue was wet. Look what I've just done. Right, I've got all the embossed bit off, right, because this is where I want my writing space, but I've also took off some of this. But never fear, it's all going to be fine. So, quickly need to, well, I don't need to do it quickly, but I need to do it calmly, don't I? And without stress, because, yeah, I did go to the trouble of making the page look all really nice on the back. But, yeah, I'm using glue that I don't never use, and clearly it stays wetter for a lot longer, don't it? I think that's why I stopped using it in the first place. So, I mean, I use it with the kids all the time, but yeah, it's not the favourite because it stays all wet. Whereas if you glue something with this, you can, if you're quick enough, peel it back and peel it off, and you'll have no trouble at all. So it is fine on this side, as you can see, because that'll stick nicely over there. It's not got the embossed bit underneath, so to make it a bumpy writing surface. And now we just need to sort this bit out. So lucky for me, they also have this piece, which is nice and long. Look, it's a nice big journaling spot, will cover all of that. So I'm gonna ink around it in blue because there's some little flowers of different colours and that. So I'm going around with the blue. I might need to dip in the ink. That's green. Oh, that's blue. Right. Move that one. And then we'll have this one as a nice big journaling spot. I could have used one of the little ones, but I did want to use one of these somewhere. And now we've got an owl. It's perfect because it is just going to sit like that and look lovely. So let's get some ink, glue on our post-it. And yeah, especially on the sticky edge, because you know post-it notes, even though it's got a sticky edge, that stickiness will leave it very soon. They don't stay sticky forever. Although saying that, these have been in a box for so long. I don't know how many years I've had them. I forgot I had them. Right. Actually, I'm going to go a bit on the wonk, just because I like that better than straight up and down. So now we've got that page with our journaling spot, that page with our journaling spot, and that page. And of course this can be written over if someone was inclined to. You can still see your writing, but yeah, I've done those. And then now we'll do our bigger side. Luckily I'm doing two, and one's a bit bigger than the other, because I was looking for materials for what do you call them, for the covers of what I'm going to use, and yeah, I've decided to have one a little bit bigger than the other one, which was good seeing as I cut this and it's odd. So what have I done with them now? I just showed them to use. I'd dropped them on the floor. So on this one I think maybe this little one, or I'll have that little one over there or up there. I don't hide too much of that. I like those. I think maybe there I could bring it down a little bit and have it more central if I wanted it tilting it that way and cut that bit off. I think that's what I want to do. So we'll do that with this one. I haven't inked it yet though. And I think I might have another one of the long ones over there, but not sure just yet. Oh, it don't have to be a post-it note. I could use something completely different, which sounds very appealing to me. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Use something different on the other bit. And right, I said I was going to go over here and coming off the page, didn't I? Because I'm going to trim that afterwards. And that will look like that, with that bit missing, which I kind of like. And then over here, I think, to do something different, we'll grab our scraps. And maybe I could use this as the journaling spot this time. So I want to tear it. Oh, and turn on there. There. Get rid of that bit. And just along there, trying to get as little of it as possible. That's it. and then I've still got a fairish size that can be journaled on over here, so might have that going that way. Let's ink it and we'll see. Maybe like that. So on the page it will look like that. Yeah, I kind of like that. So we get some glue. See, today I can't really smell this at all. So maybe it was just me, but it did seem when I opened it the other day to smell super, super strong. And yeah, it did seem to just make me feel a bit funny, but like I said, it could have been that I was tired, it could have been just that my medication was making me feel sleepier that day, who knows. I might have just been really keen to blame it on the glue so that it wasn't me. But I think that's come out really nice. Let's get rid of that. They've got to be trimmed around a bit better, but where's the other one? Here it is. So we had this mistake in the middle, but you won't see that now. So we've got that lovely side, and then that'll be our pages like that, and then that great big journal spot from top to bottom, and then just the smaller ones here and here with our lovely stencil there. But as you can see, from using this wet glue on lots of pieces, now I've got to wait for this to dry before I can mess about with it and trim it and that, so that I don't do any more tears. But I just thought that was a nice little use for some little decorative paper post-it notes that would have just sat in a box for another, I don't know, however many years I've had them, because I cannot remember when or where they was purchased, so I must have had them a long time. But anyway, that's me for today. A little bit of chit chat and collage mistakes, and yeah, how not to do it. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully I'll be back with something that goes a little bit better, more to plan next time. But thank you all very much for watching. As I said in the beginning, I hope you are all well and healthy and strong, and that the same goes to, well, you and yours. You know where I'm going. Thank you very much for watching. I do love you loads. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.